In today's episode, we're going to uncover the secrets behind Kott's mysterious life. So get your popcorn ready. They granted Kott special powers to quietly perform sterilizations on women with improvable genes who visited his. What is truly terrifying is that Dr. Kott is not the sole doctor involved in this conspiracy. Al didn't believe it, but the fat guy continued, saying the doctors in the sterilization plan shared the same lawyer. The subtitle reveals, and that particular lawyer is Philip, but precisely at that moment, the assistant, seeing the girl secretly visiting Kott's clinic on the fat guy's phone, jumped up as if shocked and quickly returned it. Then he zoomed out all there, and Tal hurried after him, only to find out that the girl in the video was named Noel and his assistant lived nearby. To verify the fat guy's truthfulness, the assistant took Noel for a checkup, with astonishing results. It turned out Noel was unknowingly sterilized at Kott's clinic, and the assistant confirmed it was indeed Dr. Kott who performed the surgery. This meant everything the fat guy said was true. There really was a high-level plan to carry out such inhumane acts. After learning the truth, Noel was devastated. She never thought she'd lose her reproductive rights without even knowing it, and Carl and the others were shocked to find such a hidden secret. To find more clues on the doctor's group, Carl and his assistant revisited Maya, Philip's wife. But Maya claimed Philip never discussed work with her, so she was clueless about any of this. Just as Carl and the assistant were about to leave empty-handed, Maya suddenly mentioned that Philip did most of his work from Philip's case files were in her basement, so Carl's team took all the files, finding a new lead. But on their way back to the precinct, Carl found Meta's case file when suddenly a motorcycle threw a Molotov cocktail at their car. I can see him. Stay sharp. The tension was rising as the killer slowly closed in. In a panic, Carl quickly pulled the assistant's gun and shot the masked killer in the arm, causing total chaos. As the car exploded, Carl desperately grabbed Meta's files, but the rest of the documents were up in flames. It's obvious someone feared Carl would discover the truth. Meanwhile, Lucy sought info from Fat Guy, only to find him dead at his place. Just as Lucy was about to call for backup, a killer suddenly choked him from behind, but Lucy used his sharp reflexes to fend off the attacker. The chief soon arrived, and Carl pointed out that tonight's attack was related to Dr. Kott, clearly indicating it wasn't an isolated case. Carl shared the findings with the chief, but the chief thought it was all too crazy to believe. The fat guy was brutally killed just for providing a few leads. It was clear someone was trying to erase all evidence. This indicates that Dr. Kott had higher powers backing him. After all, how could they dare to kill police officers? But no matter how Carl tried to convince him, the chief wouldn't budge, even threatening Carl. Chief owed having a child to Kott. He didn't see him as a bad person at all. Just then, Carl got a call, with the caller saying the person had asked about was found and on a long-distance bus. They'll reach the border at 8 a.m. tomorrow, but after hanging up, the assistant sensed Carl was hiding something. At the bus station, Carl spotted a woman in red, and oddly enough, he called her Nye. But didn't Knight die ages ago? What's going on? I haven't even caught their exchange. She said, "Trust me, it's the first time I heard you talk to Colvard." Before Carl could ask more, Knight whipped out a spray bottle and blasted him before speeding away. Carl instantly hopped into a taxi and chased after her, soon finding Knight on a cruise ship. However, this time Knight didn't run away. When Carl confronted her, she casually admitted to killing Charles, Philip, and Lida herself. She pulled a switcheroo with Charles' body, making it look like she was the one who got murdered. The chair Carl found at the scene was actually set up by Knight for Dr. Kott. Knight loved her cousin, broke gender norms, and was sent to a women's sanatorium by her dad. Life there was pure nightmare. All the girls' guardianship belonged to Dr. Kott. Only with his signature could they leave the sanatorium. On her first day, Knight was placed in Lida's dorm. After that, Lida forced her to take drugs, and if she resisted, she'd face the consequences. And when Knight found out she was pregnant, Lida started urging her to escape, claiming she could find a way out of the sanatorium. Knight knew it would get worse if Kott found out, but she went along with Lita's advice. Little did she know it was all a set-up by Lita, who took her to a beach shack, saying the people who'd help her escape were there. Lita's goal was just to have Knight exploited, then slyly inform Dr. Kott. When Dr. Kott learned about Knight's pregnancy, he cruelly killed the fetus and forcibly sterilized her. While in the sanatorium, Knight suffered multiple abuses by Dr. Kott. Charles, a nurse, mistreated the girls too. This abuse continued until years later when the Danish government finally decided to shut down the damn women's sanatorium. But some losses and pains are impossible to regain. After discharge, Knight reunited with her boyfriend, knowing she couldn't meet his family desires due to lost fertility. Hence, she had to break up with him, all because of Dr. Kott's torment, with hatred consuming her life completely. Subscribe to our channel for more thrilling content.